where your creative soul gets to have fun.
Yeah.
Jessica, on today's episode, we have Lise St-Cyr with an amazing tutorial she actually showed the first time at the Fiber Arts Symposium 2020.
Yeah.
And an amazing dog made by Jane Christie. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, and don't forget about the special offer
The
time.
very special offer, of course. Let's watch. So today we have a very special tutorial for you. It's a tutorial by Lise St-Cyr. Probably you already heard about her or you saw her on our Mondo and Curious Mondo courses. She is phenomenal. Very intricate design that she has, and she has prepared a tutorial for you. Actually, this tutorial was shown at the Fiber Arts Symposium 2020. So let's watch part number 1.
Hi, I am Lise St-Cyr, a mixed medium artist. For the past 10 years, I have been working with a polymer fabric hardener. I call it the infinite medium. I have created hundreds of sculptures, and some of them became garden statues that have endured our North American weather, summer and winter. With this medium, you can also create two-dimensional art on canvas. And these can be placed outside as well. So you can decorate your home inside and out. How cool is this? So let's have fun with this infinite medium. Okay, so for this project, you will need canvas. First of all, any kind of canvas. This is an ordinary canvas for acrylics, or I like to use the wooden ones. It can be the cheap wooden canvas. It doesn't need to be high quality because the product will cover everything. And you'll need some fabric, that's for sure. So try to find all kinds of different fibers. This is a fiber that I like to work with. It's called Relief Decoration. This is any kind of fabric you can find that has different textures. It's nice. So work on that. It's nice to go around and go into thrift shops for that, or even recycle our old fabrics, our old clothing. That's for sure. You'll need scissors and some paint brushes, and the most low quality the better, because it's going to be very messy and you don't want to mess up with your nice brushes. I like to work with skewers when the product is really thick and sticky at some point. Then it's nice to try to work on your canvas with some skewers. So we will start. That's about all. So let's have fun. Okay, so we're about to start our project. We'll start first by applying our liquid fabric hardener on our canvas. And again, this can be done on any hard surface. It can be done on any ordinary canvas you buy in the art stores. I had this wooden one that I bought in the arts and crafts store, so I will do it. So before, I forgot to add in my list of materials that you need the liquid hardener, the fabric liquid hardener. So you take the biggest brush possible so it goes faster, and you apply with a brush the liquid everywhere on the surface. So even on the sides, because my art piece on canvas, the fabric goes also on the side if you want. It's even more fun to do when you don't need to, it's even more creative and you don't need to frame it. If you don't want to, you don't need to frame it. So I won't be doing it all. So it's like that everywhere, one coat, only one coat. If there's some spaces that there's, after it dries, you'll see, because this liquid is bronze, by the way. I'm trying it in bronze. The other one I made is in black, liquid black, and I'd like it to be a little bit lighter for this one. And it's a new experience to do it in bronze. And right now it's not dry, so you can see that it's quite light, but it becomes much darker and there's a nice metallic sheen to it when it dries. So we'll put that aside. You know how to do it. It's everywhere on the sides. Just one coat. When we do the second coat, it's with the fabric, so it doesn't matter if there's spots that haven't, been painted on, little spots. It doesn't matter. So now we prepared the fabrics the same thing, we will put the liquid on it. I'm going to work with this kind of fabric for the bottom of the canvas and maybe like the background a little bit everywhere, mostly on the bottom. And I need to dip this all into my liquid. And I prepared for my little figure, Asian figure, little pieces of fabric that I have cut out. This will be the legs, and I will show you the legs. And what you just need to do is cut it out. You draw your what you need on your fabric, and you just cut it out. It doesn't need to be cut out really well, because we'll work with it and stretching it also on the canvas. So all my pieces are prepared, and now I will just start by adding liquid on this nice fabric. It's not kind of a very thin, it's not burlap, but it's a nice woven fabric that I had bought for tablecloth. So you can use anything you want from your home. The most you recycle, the better it is. So this, since it's very thin, I can just like paint it in. If you don't want to, just you can dip it in. I'll show you what you do when you dip your fabric all in, but you can paint it in. So you add one coat. It's less messy this way, but when the fabrics are thicker, you need to dip it in. I will show you. You turn it on the other side. Make sure there's some everywhere. So maybe this is going to be hard to paint in, so I'll just dip it in. Those are my arms, and there'll be the sleeves for my Asian little fella and the pants, yeah. So when you dip it in, you have to like press it everywhere to make sure the liquid goes into it everywhere. So I'll do that for all of my little clothing, and I'll do the same thing for this. This I'll paint it in, but you can dip it in if you want also. But it can be painted in. And I'll probably use some little pieces of ropes to finish off my my art piece. I'll have like a few ones ready on hand, and this you can dip it in. So whatever you feel like, and I'm working with gloves, but the liquid is not toxic and it's environment friendly. It's just that it's messy, so you need to work with gloves if you don't want some everywhere on your hands. But if it dries and you don't have your gloves, then it just can peel off like that. It's really easy to clean. Or also, you need to work with buckets of water to wash your tools and your hands in. And this water you can filter before pouring it down the plumbing, the drain, pouring it down your sink, because it's a hardening product, so it can clog the plumbing system. Or I always take the water and just throw it out under my my balcony. There's just rocks there, and it said it's like I said, it's not toxic and it's environment friendly. So it's just that you need to use water buckets. Okay, so we'll see the next stage after. I will put some liquid everywhere on both sides of this fabric also. So you need to prepare your canvas, then you prepare your fabrics, then you leave that to dry, or you can use, if you want to activate the drying, you can use a hair dryer or an arts and crafts hot air dryer. And this is not a hair dryer, but it can burn your fingers, so or it can burn, so you don't dry your hair with that, but you can help the drying with that. Not too much though, because it's really hot. So a hair blow dryer would be perfect.
Special offer time. Yeah, I know you were waiting for this. Here on my table today, I have Paverpol relief decoration in 2 Paver colors. PAVERCOLOR white and PAVERCOLOR violet. Those are beautiful colors. And I have Paverpaint Red. Yeah, all those products will normally cost you $37.58, but today only on our special offer time for $29.75. Yeah, $29.75. Take advantage of this offer. Go to PaverPolAmerica.com and get yours.
Wow, what a cool offer. Oh, are you ready then to watch part 2 of Lise St-Cyr tutorial? Don't forget that she mentions her website and social media handles. Follow her and get in touch with her and tell her how amazing her tutorials are, and you want them to keep on coming. Let's watch part number 2.
Okay, so now we will start building the background for my Asian figure. And for this one, also I wanted to tell you, if you want to keep your fabric still wet from the liquid, you can always put them in plastic wrap if you're not ready to do the second stage. That even, it stays wet if it's really in a plastic wrap, or also even in a plastic bag, until the days even. So you don't have to be in a rush. You can take your time if you're not sure of anything. So that's a little trick that I like to give. Well, I prepared my relief decoration, and this has many fibers. It's a natural fiber. And then I'll see how I'll put it on the canvas. And sometimes you need to put, when your canvas is dry, as you can see, you need to put some liquid. Again, this is wet, but it's going to stick better to it if I put some liquid. So maybe a little bit more liquid. I'm not sure again how it's going to be. We'll see as it goes, and I can add some as I go also. So let's say, because what I'm trying to do is the Asian figure that's building a net. Not building, but creating a net for fishing net. And this is only a subject, but many subjects can be done. It can be little girls with nice dresses. I'll show you how I make the hat also. So I think this is good. So you can go on the side. And if there's too much, I'll take some off. So maybe I'll put it here. We don't want it in the middle, no. Unless we want it there in the top part. You know, that's what you need to figure out before. So that's the fishing net. And this can be cut off or just ripped off like this, see? And it makes me pieces that I can put somewhere else. Make some relief decoration in the background. You can add some anywhere. So that's a nice fabric that you can use. So I'll continue on trying to figure out what I'm going to do before continuing. See you later. Okay, so I've decided to add another fabric on my background. This is just ordinary cheesecloth. So I'm going to try it, dip it into my product, and we'll see if I like the, because I want this one to be a bit different from the other one that I made. So we'll trying it out. So you can dip it in or brush it on also. Just nice to see the different, and this is not wet. Also, I'll show you because I don't want it to stick too closely to my my canvas, too flat on it. I want it to be like a little bit more like standing on top of it. So yeah, that might look nice as a background for my figure. So you place it any way you want. It's just gonna make extra. You can even stretch it or you know. So my cheesecloth has been applied. It's going to be like more in the background of the upper part. And what I do is I've ripped pieces so it doesn't look like it's cut out. And I try to, you know, to put upwards a bit the relief decoration so it shows a little bit more in the bottom side. So you can take your skewers while it's drying and just try to lift it. That's the word I was looking, so just lift it a bit. So that's the making of the net. They try to unravel each fiber and then make a nice net with it like you see in the background. It's a semi-abstract canvas. So now I will put the little figure. So I took my pieces of cut out fabric, and this has a nice texture. You'll see when we'll put at the end of our project some acrylic on it. So this will be the neck. So right now I'm not sure where everything's going. I want maybe her more on the left side. This is the leg. Maybe right there. Like I say, it's a very abstract piece, and you can, you know, figure out, cut out even while it's still wet. You can cut out more pieces from it. If it's too big. This will be the arm. So there are pieces I'm going to cut out with my scissors because it's really ripped off. And everything's going to look like a little figure once it's all colored. Now I will be building the hat, so I will need to show you how I make the hat. Yeah, so now I'll be building the hat. I will need to show you how to make the hat. You can see it's starting to take form. Okay, so I've placed all of my arms and legs, and I just like folded on the seams of each sleeves and pants, so it will stand out more when it's dry and once I put some colored acrylics on it. So I'll leave it like that for now. So you can see it's just like an abstract figurine of sleeves and pants. And now we will add a hat. And this I make with pieces of aluminum foil. Now this one has already been added with the liquid hardener. So pieces of taped, you can maybe make, this one is double, but you can maybe make it 4 sheets if you want it thicker. I think 2 is enough, and then you put masking tape on every side. Okay, so this will be taught in another segment if you want to know more about making hats and accessories for your sculptures. So you cut out the form for your hat. This is quite an easy hat to do because it's a 2-dimensional hat. So this, then you just brush it on with Paverpol on every side and leave it to dry. So I've cut out a piece. This will be the hat. It will be put approximately here. But this, I have Paverpol. Previously you saw I Paverpol my piece of woven cotton. And this will be on top of the hat. So this I will need to cut out a little bit bigger than the hat because it's going to be folded underneath, and it's going to be the really straw hats that the Asian people are wearing in the fields, in the rice fields. So I've cut out my piece of woven cotton, and I folded the little sides there, the two sides, and my two pieces of aluminum that are with the liquid product, it is going to go underneath. So it's going to make a nice, that will be more even, because we don't want a wrinkled hat which will look funny for the figure. So this just needs to be glued on. So one thing we need to do is glue the two parts together with the liquid hardener. Inside there too. So when I decided to put some liquid on, for the first time I put liquid on this and I laid it flat on my table, I left it to dry. You can use a hair dryer or you can leave it to dry. Then it becomes, you know, flat like a piece of paper. If you work with it right away, it's going to all wrinkle. So it's best to prepare the hats always in advance and leave them to dry so they dry flat. So now this will go here. And I will fold it again so it sticks together. And I will just glue it on with some of my liquid again. So glue it on there. Like this. And this can be held on with the, you can stick it right away with your hair dryer or hot air arts and crafts dryer. So we'll leave all this to dry and then we'll put some acrylic paint and you'll see it's going to bring it alive. You need to always acrylic paint every piece that you make because it makes all the difference. Brings all the textures out, you'll see.
Ready to start creating your project? Yeah, let's give more color to your project with this special offer. Here on my table, I have two Pavercolors, PAVERCOLOR White and PAVERCOLOR Violet, and the Paverpol Red, and also the Paverpol Relief Decoration. This will normally cost you $37.58, but today only on our special offer time for $29.75. Yeah, $29.75 only on our special offer time. Just go to paverpolamerica.com and get yours.
That is so cool, isn't it? Well, let's watch the finished piece coming from Lise St-Cyr tutorial.
So we're almost to the finishing stage. This needs to be dry again, and it's not dry, it's going to get much darker. The hat is secured with some liquid, and I'm adding some strings and some ropes that I've unraveled from a rope that I have. So this was the rope that I had put in the liquid earlier, and now I'm unraveling it like this, making it into thin threads, and just leaving it on to add a little bit more texture on the making of the fishing net on the bottom of the canvas. So this will need to be still adding a bit of Paverpol onto that rope, but I will maybe secure it with the hot air dryer because I like the way it just is, you know, on it, just like whatever way it goes, I leave it like that. I like to work with unpredictability also. So we'll leave this to dry and we will make the acrylic dry brushing. Okay, so here is the finished, not finished canvas, but dry canvas with the all of the fabric and fibers that we've put the hardening liquid on. And now it's dry to the touch, so we'll do the acrylic coloring. Acrylic dry brush with simple acrylics. They have to be flowing body or heavy bodied acrylic. There's no importance. So you dab your brush in the color. So I'll probably make the top a little light green to see. You dab and you rub some off a bit. You don't want too much on it. And here you go. This will bring the sleeves and top part of the figure. So I'm doing this before because I will probably do some blues and turquoise in the background. But it's going to be the same process, just like an acrylic dry brush. See how it brings out the nice lines of the figure now. And you can do like for apply one coat, and if you want, when it dries, you can apply another one. So we'll do the pants. So the pants, I wanted to try a blue. So same thing. So I might make it lighter by putting some of the white in this blue later, but I'll just, for the first coat, it's going to be blue. So this takes time because you want the textures to be brought out with the nice color, and it's a long process sometimes, a never-ending process. But that's about all, and I'll do the same thing for the background and the net here underneath too, the same process. And the hat, I have a nice ochre color. We'll try that. And you try to go maybe with these kind of square brushes flat like this. And again, I might choose a more lighter color on the second coat. You always can go back and change the color, there's no problem. So it's starting to be finished. I'll show you the finished process later. So I'm continuing to dry brush. I will rectify later, so I'm just dabbing my my brush again, and I will just do like a first brushing everywhere like this and see how it goes, see what I want to add or not. There's no, but you can see how the color is being brought out when you do that. You just go on the surface and you leave, a lot of the bronze will be showing underneath, and that's going to make the beautiful contrast that that's going to bring out all the nice textures also. So this is the first draft of my background, and I'll see what I add later. My mixed medium canvas is now completed. As you can see, I changed the color of the pants. I thought there was too much blue in it, so I changed it with pink. Now for the purpose of the lighting while filming, I chose bronze liquid hardener. My original piece was in black, but you can choose whichever color you want as a base. You can even create your own color by dyeing the transparent liquid. It's all up to you. Everything is possible. There is no limit. I truly hope you will try it and have fun. Thank you for watching, and take the time to view my websites. I am a mixed medium artist. My website is lisest-cyr.com, and on Facebook it's Art Image St-Cyr. I am also the importer for Paverpol Canada. The website is paverpol.ca, and on Facebook it's Paverpol Canada. Thank you again.
Let's give more color to your project. Yes, special offer time right now for you. Here on my table today, PAVERCOLOR white, PAVERCOLOR violet, PAVERPIN red, and the Paverpol relief decoration. Yeah, it's everything you need to start your project today. So this will normally cost you $37.58, but today only for $29.75. Yeah, take advantage of this special offer. Go to PaverPolAmerica.com and get yours.
Jessica, come over here.
Ooh.
Look at this little guy.
Oh, so cute.
Look at that beanie he has on top of it. And this piece was made by Jane Christie. She sent it to us. I'm really curious about how she made the ears. I love them.
Yeah, me too.
Very good effect. Thank you, Jane Christie, for this. We loved your dog. We want to see all the other breeds that you're probably making right now. And if you like to play with Paverpol, send pictures of your work. We want to show that to the world. Send it to us.
Yeah, we are waiting for it. It is so inspiring to see other artists creating their pieces. So today I would like to talk to you a little bit about Paverpol certification and how you can learn how to use all the products from Paverpol and create your own piece. Here on my table today I have some examples of a style of using Paverpol bronze and some of Paverpol colors and Paverpol paint. So here on my table you can see some examples, but let's take a look on a website, PaverPolAmerica.com, and see all the benefits that you can have by watching the course and being a Paverpol instructor. So we are here on the website right now, and we have a tab that calls Become a Paverpol Instructor. So when you click on this tab, you have access to this page on the website. So Become a Paverpol Instructor, Paverpol Instructor Certification. Let's see all the benefits. So the first one, it's right here that says create a beginner and intermediate level piece. So the other super interesting thing is that you can learn the most efficient way to set up your classes. So you have ideas how to create your classes, how to plan your classes, and structuring your classes also on this course. How to market your business, because you can have your own business with Paverpol as being a teacher or also selling your art to others. The class itinerary help. This is really, really, really important because you have to plan your time, being a teacher, being an entrepreneur. And the other thing is managing your students. So your students, they will have questions and they are super inspired to create and they will have really good ideas. So will be a huge plus managing your students and having them help them happy with you because they will be your clients too. Also become an expert on the Paverpol line. You know each product and each benefit that you can have from Paverpol, and for sure much more. Did you like the tour from the website, seeing the benefits? If you have questions, you can comment on this video, or you can just access the PaverPolAmerica.com website and have access to this amazing course. Start thinking about how you can have your own business with Paverpol being an instructor.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
Yes, I can't wait for next week. Another amazing tutorial. Yes. Yes, don't forget to join us at PavercraftTV.com. Wow.